This time the pitch is errant, and it's going to get picked up by Navy. No, it's going to go out of bounds.
Oh, my goodness.
They had a great shot at it and didn't pick it up.
Jamal Glenn, number 16, I think he thought he had the touchdown of the game. Was it 16 that had the first shot? The pitch, it's inside. It was Warren. Kicked away, and then, yes, Glenn has it. He says, I'm going to take it to the house and score the touchdown. It could be the difference, and he can't handle the ball.
Forgot to take it with him, Jamal Glenn, the junior, and he is beating himself up over that opportunity.
Fago's right there, and nobody would have got close to him. He said, I had you all the way down the sideline.
2nd and 20. Straight ahead and play it safe and pick up about 8.
I could have bet anything that the fullback was getting the ball after that play.
No more pitches. Not right now. At least not in this quarter. Maybe have a pitch in the 4th quarter, but no more in number 3. And 3 is all we've got on the board. Hard hitting 3 quarters of football. End of the 3rd, 3-0 Army. And we'll return to West Point right after this message and a word from your local station.
This is big. This year, we're giving away more tuition money than ever. $1 million? Ha! Try $2 million. That's a lot of cheddar. That's a future doctor. With your help, students can pay their tuition with Dr. Pepper. We're giving away more money to more students.
When we heard there was money in our home...
We went looking for it.
Well, you did.
I did.
When you need cash out of your home and a simple way to get it, Rocket can.
I don't even think I can make this at home for $3.99.
No, you have to buy the meat, you have to buy the queso, you have to buy the bread, you have to buy the cheese, you gotta buy the grill, you gotta buy everything.
Queso burger.
Ooh.
Wow, a new Buick for me?
To James from James. That's just what I wanted.
I shouldn't have. I have been very good this year.
Wow.
Don't forget you this holiday season.
Wow.
Get an SUV from Buick.
These little cups would make great stocking stuffers. But how about right now in your mouth stuffers? Happy holidays to your mouth. Not sorry. Reese's.
At Metro, however you hustle, with the latest 5G phones, you can rule your day. Switching to the new 5G Samsung Galaxy for less than $100 and experience unlimited on America's largest 5G network. Metro, empowering you to rule your day.
America's game goes to the 4th quarter. 3-0 right now, Army. As we welcome you back to the booth, Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jamie's down on the field. You know, every time we see a team, they go like this. We don't have that many points.
I know.
But
both teams would take 4 points right now.
They would, but whoever blinks first or makes a mistake is probably going to.
You know, I was thinking like you were going to ask me, so what's going to be the.
Okay, so what's going to be
it could literally be anything in this game. It could be a key penalty, like what's happened already. One missed assignment, you know, following the quarterback, the wrong alley. Do they dare throw again?
This is Tyler on the carry.
And right now, it's one tackle that saved the touchdown by Cedric Cunningham, number 22. Remember this play on the long run by our line.
And then he got his teammates around him and says, we are not letting them in our end zone. And they didn't. The goal line stand prevented Navy from scoring, and they still haven't.
Yes, and then the start of the fourth quarter, now they just got to gut it up. Both teams looking at each other, their defense and their offense. There's probably both. Both teams, the pace of this game, the number of plays, both teams are going to probably have 15 more plays in the game.
They work all year, and now they know it's down to about a half an hour to see who's going to win in the 121st edition.
If you thought you saw the last of double cheeseburger pizza, think again. Because it's back at Papa John's again. Get a large double cheeseburger pizza for just $12. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
For every weekend and every fishing trip. For the memories and the life lessons. From the road well traveled to whatever adventures lie ahead. Protect your truck with a synthetic motor oil meant for trucks.
I made a business out of my passion. I mean, who doesn't love obsessing over network security?
All our techs are pros. They know exactly which parking lots have the strongest signal.
I just don't have the bandwidth for more business. Seriously, I don't have the bandwidth.
Glitchy video calls with regional offices? Yeah, that's my thing.
With AT&T Business, you do the things you love. Our people and network will help do the things you don't. Let's take care of business. AT&T.
Funny how life gets complicated.
First, they're called to a great adventure where they are tested and encounter allies. On the road back, their spirit is restored. And in the end, the hero returns.
With employee pricing for all, get an average $5,056 below MSRP on the 2021 Jeep Gladiator.
We're all finding ways to keep moving. But how do we make sure the direction we're headed is forward? At Fidelity, you'll get the planning and advice to prepare you for the future without sacrificing the things that are important to you today. We'll help you plan for healthcare costs, taxes, and any other uncertainties along the way. Because with Fidelity, you can feel confident that the only direction you're moving is forward.
We started things off about 2.5 hours ago with that great open produced by Pete Radovich. And then we started to air it out. There's the throw of the day so far, and a career high on that pass play of 28 yards. Led to a field goal of 37 yards. Up and good as Army scored for the 7th straight time to open the game. This was the run of the game so far by Xavier Arline. The problem is he was tackled, as Gary said, at the 2-yard line. And from that point on, it was you're not coming in our end zone by the Army defense. And that is where we stand right now, 3-0. And another punt as well by Zach Harding. He's going to boot it to the far side, try to knock it out over around the 10. I think it's going to go out closer to the 15 or more. And that's where they stop.
Got it. Nailed it. 15 right on the toe.
So 14-10 remaining. Well, from today in the afternoon to next Saturday in prime time, we'll take you to Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, top-ranked Alabama, number 6 Florida. It's the SEC championship, and two of the best to play their position. We're going to see a little different quarterbacking next week.
Yeah, I would say that we're going to have more than one completion for 28 yards.
Mac Jones,
That's a
Kyle
fight.
Trask.
It's a fight for everything, right?
It might be a Heisman fight. It might be a fight to the playoff. It could be a lot of things. It'll be exciting as always. Hope you join us next Saturday night. Arline is going to pitch it, and the ball is loose again. Army's got it. We said maybe one more mistake might be the difference. Maybe that's it. John Radigan.
This play had no options. It's an option play, but right away it had no options on the play. Edman on the line of scrimmage is going to take that pitch away. All you have to do is catch it and get out of a bad play. There was nothing there, and it got worse. If he caught it, he would have lost 4. He didn't, and they lost the ball.
So the hit was put on by who else?
You got
Cunningham.
it. Number 22.
And the recovery by Radigan. And Army's got it at the 13-yard line. Just a keeper straight ahead for Tyler. Maybe to the 10. Pickup of 3. Second down and 7. Their red zone trips, 71%. One of the best in the country.
Yeah, it seems like all the stats from the past don't really count today, do they?
No, they don't. Both coaches told us that. Records, stats, forget it. It's Army-Navy. Tyler again in the gun. And again follows his fullback, and he's inside the 5.
That was pretty. Brent Davis dialed up one on that one. You fake to the fullback, then you follow the running back behind it. This was just ISO from shotgun. 2 backs, and you follow both of them. And boy, what a good job inside by Terrell Robinson. The littlest guy in the field comes in and makes a block.
It wasn't the
21.
fullback. It was a wing guy.
It
and
was.
Tyler says, feed me. Feed me. We'll see if he takes it again.
You love that. Your little 165-pound slot back is leading your quarterback on the ISO.
Third down on the yard. They can get a first down at the 2. Tyler keeps it, drops. Did he get anything out of that?
Johnny Hodges, the linebacker that time, stuffed it. Same play they just ran. Play action. No, but this time you lead with the fullback, fake to the slot back the other direction, and it was stuffed. Interesting decision here, isn't it?
4th and 1. Here we go with another 4th down.
You almost
Nope,
feel like
they've changed it 1st and goal.
they did.
They just signaled first down.
No decision now.
It's just outside the 3. Sandon McCoy behind Tyler. Whoops, movement, false start on the right
Boy,
side.
that's a big mistake in that situation.
False start, offense, number 55, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
So you bring in the extra offensive lineman, and he is juiced up to do it, and that is a huge mistake.
J.B. Hunter, number 55. You'll see him pop out of his stance, looking to get an early start.
I will say he aggressively came out of his stance, didn't he?
He knew he was playing against Jackson Perkins and wanted a head start, and that is very costly, as Gary said. As 1st and goal back at the 8's a whole different animal.
You know, in that huddle, they were saying, we're coming off the ball on this play. Tackle over, you got the 2 tackles on one side of the formation.
And again, the quarterback will take it maybe to the 4. Tyler, good run. He backpedaled for a couple of those yards. So they mark it just inside the 5. They bring in Cade Barnard, number 40. An extra blocker, 240-pounder, number 40 right there. Tyler straight off the right side and into the end zone. Touchdown, Army.
Again, they shift over the left tackle to the right tackle, means you have 3 offensive linemen to the right side. Both of your tackles are to the right side. Right over there, there's your strength. And on the shotgun, that's where he goes, behind those 3 guys, leads out, and you actually pull the backside guard. You actually have 4 linemen to the right side because he followed Mike Johnson pulling around the corner, and that's the power they needed to get it in the end zone.
AT&T Pilot Cam, as you see the touchdown, and now the extra point upcoming. Up and good. They didn't have to go far after the fumble recovery by Radigan.
And remember, Navy had the fumble opportunity, tried to scoop and score. Army has the fumble opportunity. They make the play. It's the little things that always matter.
And 5 plays and 13 yards later, Tyler, who said, feed me, feeds himself. Touchdown, Army. They're up.
That's a buffalo flatbread bullseye for my mouth to aim at. Oh, hiding, huh? The new grilled buffalo chicken papadilla. Tangy buffalo sauce, grilled chicken, and melty cheese for just $6. Papa John's.
Once might have been lucky. Twice, a coincidence. But to win Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 times in a row, that had never been done before. Then again, neither had a 12-inch touchscreen or 1,000 pound-feet of torque, or a truck winning Luxury Car of the Year. So once will always be a proud moment, and twice an accomplishment. 3 times, well, never been done before, it's just kind of our thing.
I am Aisha Protlier. I'm existing often in spaces where I'm the only woman of color, and I want to bring more people like me into this space.
At T-Mobile, we believe you should get more. That's why we merged with Sprint. Now, it's about to get even better. And as we work to integrate Sprint's network, our nationwide 5G keeps getting stronger, with the capacity and coverage to reach more people and places across the country. Who says you can't have it all? Now is the time for 5G. Now is the time to join T-Mobile.
College football on CBS. The Army-Navy game presented by USAA is sponsored by T-Mobile, Taco Bell, Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea, and by USAA. Think the cadets are a little bit excited? They should be. Their team just scored against Navy for the first time ever here at Michie Stadium. Now, they only played 3 other games, but they got a touchdown on a 4-yard run by the quarterback. And there's what we're talking about. And here's another look.
Yeah, and basically Army did all the power they could on this play. They put their fullback and 4 offensive linemen to the right side of the formation, and that's what creased it.
Finally, pay dirt for the Black Knights. 10-0 lead.
Both those fumbles happened, within 10 yards of each other. Same side of the field, inside the, 35, 40-yard line right there. Just a little scoop. One team, I don't blame them trying to scoop and score.
No,
on that
I don't
one.
either.
That looked like a sure scoop and score.
Salyers kickoff. And fair catch called for at the goal line.
Brad, Navy has run 33 plays in 3+ quarters. Now they have to score. They're 2 possessions behind.
Right.
Now they have to step it up. I even wonder if they think about maybe going Dalen Morris, their passing quarterback. He came in that second game of the year against Tulane and threw the ball around. Can they come back without throwing the ball?
Yeah, you don't want 3 more punts than you have first downs in the game. Don't forget, later in the game, before we're done, the play of the game, presented by Jersey Mike Subs. 25-yard line. And they come out with the guys they started with. Still going to be Xavier Arline. But now it's desperation time, as Gary said. They're 10 down, 11 to go.
Yeah, you're playing the clock and Army right now, even though there's, 11 minutes to go.
Yeah. They are going to try to throw on first down. No, they won't. Arline will take off and got about 5.
I think the pass offense in this game is, Xavier, if the guy's not wide open, stay back there, look for a crease, just like Malcolm Perry did, and try to get some yardage. He's not going to get 300 yards like Perry did, but get us some positive yards, which he did.
He had a 63-yarder earlier that ended up just short of the goal line, and that led to the Army goal line stand. Arline, bad snap. It's going to be picked up by Warren in the backfield. He'll just take a knee.
Wait, that's just the 3rd different possession, whether it's been a penalty or this time it's a bad snap. And unless this penalty's on Army, it's going to be behind the chains again.
Lucky that Warren was at least there.
They've made mistakes and cost them in their offense.
Chop block, offense, number 67 and 62. That penalty will be declined. 3rd down.
They'll decline the penalty because of the lost yardage. So the chop block, and that happens in these offenses with some regularity. It doesn't get called that often. So a couple of miscues by Navy here in the last 5 minutes has turned things in Army's favor.
Third possession of the game. They don't have all that many. That they've got behind the chains by a self-inflicted mistake, penalty, or this time a bad snap.
Nelson Smith trying to blast out of there. Got it to the 25, and that's about it. Andre Carter made the stop. And 4th down, so they got to give it up again.
Yeah, and now it's a real danger point because you're in the danger area of Army putting together 3 or 4 first downs.
Yeah,
and
it could run out the clock. Yeah. Remember, Navy's only got 1 timeout left. Daniel Davies to punt again. Army's not going to try to block this one. They got the return on. And dropped. Robinson got back on top of it, though, at about the 41-yard line. And we got a little pushing and shoving going on again. A little brotherly love out there. A little brotherly argument. There's a flag down. Dwayne Height with the call.
Curling on the field. His Army recovered the ball. Be 1st down. After the play was over, personal foul, number 49, kicking team. That 15-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the recovery. 1st down.
Oh, Kyle Gibbs, the long snapper. That's not going to help the cause any.
No, and this was so far beyond the whistle that they had to call it. I mean, it's not a vicious spear, but Robinson was down for 3 or 4 seconds on the play, and then you hit him when he's almost ready to get up on the play. Got to call it.
Cost him 15.
What is it? Banging.
This is what I call a bangin' burger.
The chilies with the onions and the queso.
Boom. Queso knows where it's supposed to be, where it belongs.
Sonic Queso Burger. This is big. We're giving away more tuition money than ever. And when you buy Dr. Pepper, we add even more to the pile. We're finding more ways to send more students more money so they can crush more life goals. Learn more at drpepper.com.
Wow, a new Buick for me?
To James from James. That's just what I wanted.
I shouldn't have. I have been very good this year.
Wow.
Don't forget you this holiday season.
Wow.
Get an SUV from Buick.
This is the new iPhone 12 Pro with 5G, and it's on AT&T, the fastest nationwide 5G network.
Now new and existing customers can get our best deal.
Really? Mom, AT&T has the deal for new and existing customers. I will.
So what'd she say?
It's the wrong person. It's a guy named Carl, but he's very excited and on his way.
Word of mouth advertising. It's what they did before commercials.
It's not complicated. Everyone gets our best deal, like the amazing iPhone 12 mini on us.
This year we decided to host for the holidays.
It was a tight squeeze.
Sorry.
Turns out to cook a whole dinner, you need a whole kitchen. Then we found out with Rocket Mortgage looking at loan options for our next kitchen was easy.
I'm just gonna ignore that.
I think her family really enjoyed it.
When you're ready for a home that's fit for the holidays and your budget,
Bon appetit.
Rocket can.
We were gonna stuff Reese's cups with feathers, and then we were like, wait a minute, pretzels. Yeah, pretzels would be way better. Reese's, now stuffed with pretzels.
Tyre Tyler, Army's fourth starting quarterback this year, and here's what he's done today.
Yeah, the only completed pass of the game, a great catch by Robinson on that play, but total offense now by the quarterback is over 100 yards with that 28-yard passing yardage. The big thing, what he's brought to the offense is carries, 21 rushes in the 85-yard range. They needed to find something where the quarterback gained yards, and he did.
He carried it 35 times against Georgia Southern. This time he gives it off and gives it off to A.J. Howard for a good gain. Jamie?
Let's appreciate what Tyre Tyler has gone through to become the quarterback of this team. Started the season with a severe knee injury. Jeff Monken told me that he burst a bursa sac in his knee. It swelled up so big they had to drain it a couple of times. It wasn't until late October he emerged as a quarterback. In those first couple games, actually, offensive coordinator Brent Davis was brought down on the field to make sure he communicated with the young quarterback early and often enough in that game. And of course, Davis brought down on the field in the second half of this game.
His teammates have really rallied around him. He had some academic issues last year, was ineligible, so he had to fight back through all of that too to become the starting quarterback for the Black Knights.
And he even played a little bit of slot. He's played everywhere. They're trying to get him on the field.
Number 5-yard penalty. First down.
A.J. Howard is called for the false start. He was in the backfield.
Yeah, and I think from here right now, Navy should be playing defense that to dare this Army team to pitch the ball again. You know, I mean, it's going to be quarterback keepers, fullback dives. Yes, you're going to hire the hand of the slot back, but it's basically an isolation play. I don't know if they go wide unless the quarterback keeps it. They ain't going to pitch it anymore.
They're 40 yards away from the goal line. Navy only has one timeout left, and there's only 8:23 to play. They just want to work clock, get some first downs, and straight up the right side with their quarterback again.
They're playing a 40-second offense right now. They want the 40 seconds between the plays.
The 121st meeting between these two teams going back to 1890. There's your most played football rivalry. Shameful that Wisconsin and Minnesota was canceled, so no Paul Bunyan's Axe there. Georgia and Auburn next. You see Army and Navy down at the bottom of that. And Indiana, Purdue, your old school. That one canceled, the old Oaken Bucket.
Hey, listen, it's a different year. I don't even think they should put that in the record books. Let's just pretend it didn't happen.
We're just happy we're here.
You bet.
Second down at 12.
That's what you're going to see. They're playing 40 seconds between plays and hold on the ball. And right now, does Navy take a timeout here?
Only got one to play with. That's a problem. It's been quite a big difference had they had those other two timeouts that they had to use.
Remember, they're going to take 40 seconds before fourth down, too. When they punt, because they don't care if they have to punt, they don't care if they get a delay of game penalty.
By the way, the play clock is working here in the stadium again. That they got that fixed quite a while ago. As you see it, down to 10 and under.
Without taking a timeout, Navy will get the ball with probably less than 6 minutes to go in the game.
3rd and 10. This time he hands it off to Howard. Pickup of a couple. That'll bring up 4th down and 8. Well, 1943, the last time these teams played here. Mick Jagger was born in 1943. Oklahoma, where the wind comes whistling down the plain or whatever. Frank was singing with Columbia Records.
It's got a theme of singers
got
here.
a lot
I
of
think.
singing, and, and there's the program from the one in 1943. Program today is awesome too, by the way. A little more colorful. And another punt coming up. Harding taking his time, working the clock. Might even take it all the way down. No, they get the snap with 1 second. And that one bounces around the 14-yard line, I think is where they spot it.
And just as we thought, counting backwards, you're playing 40 seconds. They're going to get it back. Navy under 6 minutes to go.
You're right on it. 6 seconds difference. But a long way to go and a short time to get there if you're a Navy fan.
When you shoot the zesty burger sauce rapids on this new double cheeseburger papadilla, oh, you're going to want to capsize in that chunderdome of meat, cheese, and pickles. The new double cheeseburger papadilla and the return of double cheeseburger pizza. Papa John's.
Christmas trees try so hard. Lights and ornaments and little choo-choo trains, come on. The best trees, they kind of only need 2 things. Peanut butter and chocolate. Not sorry, Reese's.
T-Mobile's been building its 5G network for a moment like this. Introducing the iPhone 12 Pro with 5G. Now at T-Mobile, you can unleash the power of the epic iPhone 12 Pro in more places. Get 2 iPhone 12 Pro Max and 2 lines of unlimited 5G for just $100. Only at T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network.
Ornaments create time to hang. Gingerbread builds tradition. A string of lights sparks family ties. A last-minute gift makes a lasting impression. A tray carries your heritage. And an ending means a new beginning. Got to have a real love.
We're all finding ways to keep moving. But how do we make sure the direction we're headed is forward? At Fidelity, you'll get the planning and advice to prepare you for the future without sacrificing the things that are important to you today. We'll help you plan for healthcare costs, taxes, and any other uncertainties along the way. Because with Fidelity, you can feel confident that the only direction you're moving is forward.
It's a final leg of the $1 million race around the world. Find out who wins the amazing race Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on CBS. We're down to the final leg and race for Navy if they can't get something going offensively as they trail 10-0 with just under 6 minutes remaining in the ball game.
They're trying to keep an eye on to see if they would bring in Dalen Morris, their best passing quarterback, but they're going to stick exactly where they are.
Last 4 drives, 10 plays, a yard, punts, fumble. Not good.
I think it's a passing game now. They need a big play, a big pass. Throw it up, see if something happens.
Or see if our line can get a big run like he got earlier, but not this time. And again, Amadeo West and company make the stop. There's our guy, Peter Nestowitz, who went to the hospital and came back. And he has got a serious shiner, but it's good to see he's over there with his teammates on the sideline. Here's an end around, and now a flea flicker. And going the wrong way and dropped for a safety. Mark Walker, I don't know if he wanted to pass it or not, but he never got the chance.
Marquel Broughton, number 20, is the guy that stayed home, did his job, and got it for an extra 2 points on the safety. You cannot blame Navy for trying something. You got to try it. Can't throw the ball. Find a way to make a big play. Army just made the bigger play each time. There he is. Number 20 stays with the play and makes the play.
Tried to come up with a big play, and it ends up being a 2-point play for Army.
This right here is the papadilla, which, if I'm not mistaken, is Latin for better than a sandwich. Even has a better pickle. Papadilla for just $6. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
This is a Smile Direct Club aligner. It's how Smile Direct Club safely and gently straightens your teeth 3 times sooner than braces. How's it work? Simply. Once your plan is approved by one of our network dentists on our online telehealth platform, we send a box of custom-made aligners directly to your home, and you'll get a smile you love for less than $3 a day. Get started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get an iPhone 12 with 5G on us on every single plan. Switch now and save 20% on your bill versus the other guys. That's right, iPhone 12 on us. It's time to holiday on with T-Mobile.
What's driving your healthcare costs too high? You'll want to hear what 60 Minutes found out tomorrow on CBS following our NFL coverage. McDonald there, the guy that made the play.
Yeah, that's my mistake. I thought it was a 20. It was, and McDonald came up.
That's Nate Woody, defensive coordinator.
Bringing in, he just follows the play this time, comes in there, stays home, does his job, and makes a cool tackle.
Nice shoestring tackle on a wide receiver. And we'll never know what that play was supposed to be.
It had to be a pass off the reverse.
Sure
You're
looked
looking
like
for
it.
a big play somehow, but it turned out to be a big play.
From our AT&T 5G pylon cam, you see the safety.
Better be careful if you're Army. I think the only play here Navy has to think about is what can you go onside kick here? I would.
Don't have much to lose.
Right.
Except the game. There's only 5:21 left.
Army's going to take a timeout here. They don't have their hands team on the field, so they're going to take a timeout.
Army, their second timeout of the half.
Well, you have the option to free kick that and punt or kick, and timeout taken. So Army's only got one timeout left. Navy, more importantly, only has one timeout left with 5:21 to go and down 12.
What is it? Banging. This is what I'd call a banging burger. The chilies with the onions and the queso. Boom. Queso knows where it's supposed to be, where it belongs.
Sonic Queso Burger.
This is big. This year, we're giving away more tuition money than ever. $1 million? Ha! Try $2 million. That's a lot of cheddar. That's a future doctor. With your help, students can pay their tuition with Dr. Pepper. We're giving away more money to more students.
Army took that time out. Jeff Monken got his team around him. Don't forget, coming up, Adam, Rick, and BJ will have the highlights of the college football postgame show presented by Rocket Mortgage. Jeff Monken got his team around and said, I want you and you and you and you and you.
Yeah, and he also and he had to get his hands team out there. He just had his regular punt return or kick return team out there. Now he had to defend the possibility of an onside kick. That's why he took the timeout. And I think if you're down 12 with this amount of time left, only one timeout, you got to try an onside kick here.
Ben Fee will be the guy if it is indeed an onside kick. who's got the whistle and the go-ahead, and they fake it, and the other kicker kicks it, and it didn't go 10 anyway, I don't think, but Army's got the football. And a flag because I don't think here's a call. Didn't go 10 yards.
Offside, kicking team, number 13. The ruling on the field is the ball was recovered by Army. The 5-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the recovery. First down.
And the offside was on when one kicker going one way, one the other way, and then everybody is offside by that far. They tried what they could, came up empty on that.
The captain, number 52, Mr. West, is looking out. He's in his 5th year of playing because of the injury. They granted him an extra year. What, 3 more weeks, he will leave West Point, enter the rest of his career.
Tyler inside the 20. Key plays in this game.
Well, early there was the pass, but late the goal line stand, and then the 2 fumbles. The one that Army had, that a possible stupid score to make it a 7-3 game, and then Navy does it, and Army says, we're going to just fall on this baby, and that led to the touchdown for Army.
And here is that touchdown from 4 yards out by Tyler. Only touchdown of the game, a field goal and a safety, and 12-0.
Yeah,
as Tyler's getting close to 100 yards on the ground, and he'll keep it again.
I hope he's not getting sore, because he might keep keeping the rest of them.
Tyler on the keeper.
Maybe just one time out remaining. Last time holding the Mids without a score, 1969. Well, last year it was a wide open game if you're a Navy player, thanks to Malcolm Perry, in a 31-7 win. And Army 4 minutes away from getting their revenge and the possibility of the Commander-in-Chief's trophy as well. But first things first. Ooh, and they're still hitting down there.
Sure are.
Mitch West made first contact.
Well, and everybody can tee off. Everybody knows the ball's going to be kept by the quarterback or run inside. No pitches anymore, and another late penalty. This time, is it by Fago?
No, he's the one that's the most angry, and his teammates trying to push him, and I wouldn't push that guy too far, even if I'm a teammate.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 7, half the distance to the goal from the end of the run, automatic, first down.
That one's on Kevin Brennan.
3 minutes and 44 seconds.
And right there.
Yeah, even though the side of the helmet and half the face mask right there, that's a great call.
And Fago had his own action going on away from the ball, like right there.
He and Cade Bernard, number 40, have been meeting all day on isolation plays, and they had something to say to each other.
Yeah, they had an isolation going on at the 10-yard line away from the play. First and goal at the 9. Robinson and McCoy in the backfield set with Tyler.
Taking the clock all the way. Should probably take it to the 5-second mark.
And they do. And Tyler got down with forward progress, maybe inside the 7, close to the 6. Talk about the Commander-in-Chief's trophy. It's on the line next week. They'll take on Air Force. And Jeff Monken, I asked him yesterday, did you ever have a game after Navy? He said they did one time way back, but he wasn't quite sure when
You know
it
what
was.
stands out, if I got time to draw here? Only 3 road games, 8 home games. With the schedule that had to be changed and rechanged and stuffed in teams, only 3 times did this Army team go on the road.
This is going to be their 9th straight win on their home field at Blake Field and Mikey Stadium. In the next 3 minutes, Navy has taken its final timeout. Let's check in with Jamie.
Guys, I know you may seem tired because you've been straining your eyes through the fog, but let's talk about the 4,400 midshipmen that had to get up at 2 a.m. this morning in Annapolis to get on their fleet of buses to get here. They were all socially distanced, so we all saw the buses lined up outside our hotel. It was an impressive collection. They have stayed through this whole game. They're standing still. Well, they're about to get back on their buses. I think they're going to be a little heartbroken, unfortunately, but it's going to be another 5 hours. But they do go on leave tomorrow.
Well, that's good news. We keep talking about first time since 1943, the game being played here, and there were travel restrictions at that time because of the war and all of that, and the Mids didn't get to bring anybody back in 43 due to that. The entire 1st Regiment of Cadets here at Army had to learn Navy's cheers, and they also played Anchors Away, the band did, because there weren't any Mids here to cheer. So basically had some of the cadets cheering for the other team.
Seems fair.
Yeah, I don't think they probably like that too much. But
I'd like to do a little shout out for Evan Fachman, number 11 for Navy a year ago, one of their best players. He opted out after 5 concussions in his career. He has to be a clear mind. And his future is to be a Navy pilot. Losing Navy did one of their best football players, but you don't hear that very often in the games we do, that somebody is going to step away because of his health, because he wants to be a pilot someday.
And because of health concerns that canceled so many football games this year, basketball games as well. And when we talked to the players for both teams, they said even if there was only one game to be played this year, it was going to be this one. And a bad snap, and right over Tyler's hands and head, and he covered it himself. That one came right into your living room from that angle.
Did.
I was thinking about trying to catch that.
And it was so hard, too. I mean, that baby was coming back. That had juice on it. Whoa, what are we doing?
We're going the wrong way. And they're going to try a field goal here. This will be right around 40 yards. Made one and missed one to a bad snap. And from 40, I'm going to wait for the officials on this one. It's good. 15-0. Army en route to the win over Navy.
When you shoot the Zesty Burger Sauce Rapids on this new double cheeseburger papadilla, oh, you're going to want to capsize in that Thunderdome of meat, cheese, and pickles. The new double cheeseburger papadilla and the return of double cheeseburger pizza. Papa John's.
When we heard there was money in our home,
We went looking for it.
well, you did.
I did.
When you need cash out of your home and a simple way to get it, Rocket can.
15-0 Army, just 2:20 away from the win, and now it's time for the plays of the game, presented by Jersey Mike Subs. On this one, Xavier Arlon on a 63-yard dash, tried to stretch it out to get to the pylon, but Cunningham makes a game-saving tackle or a touchdown-saving tackle, and then the Army defense took over with a goal line stand. And they would not allow Navy into their end zone. And that turned the course of the game. And then there was a couple of fumbles, one that was covered by Radigan. That led to a touchdown by Tyler. The field goals.
That really was a spectacular play by Cunningham, number 22. There were, on that play, Navy players running down the field signaling touchdown as the play was going on. And he reversed his field, turned around and got him just before he got to the end zone.
Landon Stallion set to kick for Army. Jeff Warren and Miles Bell deep for Navy.
Well, the celebration will be here in West Point tonight. I don't know how much they let them celebrate, but
Right. They got their phone lights on, and that's about the only thing we can see, right?
yeah, Salyers to kick off. And Navy will have another possession at the 25-yard line. They need 2 scores really fast.
One thing about this game is just no plays. 91 plays total in this football game. I mean, this game has just been shortened down so much. I'm looking over here. Navy has only run 38 plays in the whole game.
What did we have last year? 52 and 57 or
Yes.
50, something like that?
It doesn't go much. The average is 110 plays in this football game.
And now they bring in a new quarterback in Dalen Morris, but I think you think it's about 3 series too late.
I thought so. He's their best thrower. He came in that Tulane game and helped them. In that game, he was 6 for 11 for 139 yards. They needed a passing game.
Well, he throws complete on his first throw of the day, and it's close to a first down pickup of about 9.
Yeah, I think with about 8 or 9 minutes to go, they should have made the move, in my opinion.
That's the first completion for Navy. And it picked up 9 yards. So now for really the first time today, you start looking at the wide receivers that are out there and whether or not Dalen Morris can connect with them. Throws on the run, a one-hopper incomplete.
I'll tell you, when Navy, I thought, showed their best grit of the year. Remember, they got beat 55-3 by BYU in the starting first game, and they're down 24-0 in the next game. And they come back and win that game 27-24. That shows you what it's like to have grit in a football team. You know, a lot of people go, we just don't have a good team. That was the game that Dalen Morris came in and played that great, maybe 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, against Tulane.
Yep, Tulane, excuse me, yes.
30 yard. Oh, and they're not even going to get the yard.
Nope.
Wow. Cockrell and nose guy. Again, the one that Nate Woody said, I love this dude. You got to have a good nose tackle in this game, and he is a good one.
Yeah, and he lived up to billing, didn't he? Threw off the center's block that time by Banbury and just stopped the fullback. He guessed right or he saw right, one of the two, but he just tossed him away.
If it's not a first down, this will be Navy's last snap offensively. And the throw's incomplete. And Army will take over. And they know now for sure, even if they didn't know a few minutes ago.
Well, I think the last piece was they wanted the shutout in this game. And they're going to get it.
And this will be their 4th win in the last 5 outings against their arch rival from Annapolis.
Not very often a team can win a football game with 8 first downs. But Navy only had 4.
Wow. Amadeo West, who tore an ACL in 1 year, an Achilles the next year, and a bicep in another year. And here he is, the captain. And he knows it's going to be a fun night. There you go. That's your guy you talked about 3 hours ago. And he's almost crying over there, as well he should. The comebacks that he's had just to get to this point, the leadership he's shown, and now the emotion as well.
Yeah, all of these guys. There's both of the coaching staffs tell you they respect the players on both teams, and they know how much they sacrifice. These schools are not easy to go to in the first place, the life they live, and then all the hours they have to put in this physical program to be a football player. They pay a big price, a great reward to be a football player for these two schools, though.
It'll only take another knee. Delay a game. Doesn't matter. Tyre Tyler. First start of his career was their last game. In his second start, he's going to beat Navy. He and his team, should say. But he's a huge part of it. Got the game clock wrong right now. Have to wind it down there. They got it straight. Victory formation and victory on their home field for Army. 15-0. Little scuffle going on, and that's not what we need right now. In
That's
final
what
5 seconds.
That's what I was trying to say. There's intensity about your home field right here. You can feel it. The Army did not want to see Navy on their home field celebrating. Is the chippiest of the games that I've done.
And cooler heads have prevailed as the two quarterbacks who ran the show today. Amadeo West and his teammates with the celebration.
A 0. Held them to a 0. That's what they're saying.
And the two coaches, longtime friends, with the hug at midfield. And the quarterback, one of the heroes today for the Wolfhounds, the Black Knights of Army. And as I said, brothers, except for 3 hours here in December.
And that hug was Cody Worley, his quarterback coach, and he's had a long year training all the different quarterbacks. First-year quarterback coach for Army, and he's gone through a lot.
So kind of a long walk for the midshipmen. Head down to their brigade.